Okay, here's a look at my collection of Trailbreaker over the years. And I want to just go over my collection of them and share some of my thoughts. And this is also just reference of my collection. So starting off, this is the original toy version of Hoist, but this is the Takara Tomy Encore reissue. That's why he has blue visors instead of red like the original toy. And there are no stickers on here because I don't have the time to be putting on all those stickers, and I actually think it's okay without the stickers, even though I know they would probably cover these screws that you see, which interestingly, when things loosen up and you need to tighten the joints, you're gonna have to get rid of the stickers, so that never made sense. And just looking at him, you know, the proportions off. He has no hips, so he looks a little squat like Hoist. So when you compare him to the original cartoon design, you can see how they sort of improved the version. And interestingly, like a lot of them, they always give them a face, because the toys always seem to have a mask, but the cartoon designers, they all seem to give them a face, so they have nose and lips. So that's interesting. But anyways, after that there was the C.H.U.G. So this is the Takara Tomy Generations version of Trailbreaker, which is basically a remake of the original toy. And at this time they were designing them where it was sort of like a reincarnation of the character. So they were definitely implementing a lot of new designs. So that's how you need to appreciate these C.H.U.G figures, just how they sculpted and designed the character and the toy. And I'm not sure, but I think this is based off the comic book. I'm not sure. But that's kind of interesting when you look at it. I mean, you know, the front part is his chest and front of the window, so it's just interesting to see how they designed it that way. But it was never cartoon accurate. And that's important to note because, well, real quick, I had to get the third-party upgrade kit to try to get the cannon on his hand and make it look a little bit more cartoon accurate. But as I was saying, this is not cartoon accurate, which is why when the War for Cybertron came out, which these are designed to look a little bit more like the cartoon. This is actually, this and Hoist is actually what got me hooked onto the collecting the War for Cybertron series. And then the Skyfire also, and then a couple of other ones. So, because I was always upset with the C.H.U.G version looking like that, even though at the time that's how they were meant to be designed, reincarnated, you know, to resemble the character, but you know, having their own design to it. But this is what I always wanted, it to look like the cartoon. And then I did get the non-NEF Productions upgrade kit for the cannon to make him look a little bit more accurate. And this, yeah, this is really a nice figure, so I really like it. And Hoist. And then after that, well, actually before that, there was also, after C.H.U.G, there was the Masterpiece. And this is empty here because I gave away my Bad Cube version of Trailbreaker, which at the time when it came out, it was really cool. And you have to remember, during that time, Masterpiece was made to look a little bit more like the toy and more realistic compared to, you know, the new Hypertoon aesthetic now. So like I said, I did have the Bad Cube version and I gave it away to my friend. And then there was other versions. I think there was Mastermind Creations, which I did not like, so I didn't get it. And then there was the first release of X-Transbots, which I didn't like also. And then when the second release, this one, was more cartoon. When this came out, it did look much better, so I did get it. And I have to say that this was built much better than the Bad Cube version. And yeah, I'm not going to do a comparison. I'm just trying to quickly go over my collection. But you know, I can't find it here, but I saw. But here's the accessories, and you know, I'm not a fan of accessories, but some of these are actually kind of cool. Such as these things for the character. Like, I'm not a fan of like toy version stuff. I think there is another hand, and I don't know if, you know, if I put that somewhere else. But I want to point that out because I saw a review where he did have a hand, and people were saying that didn't make sense. Well, actually it does. If you look at the second episode of Transformers, actually I made a animatic of it, you can see Trailbreaker does have two hands in that scene. So when people are criticizing FansToys, see if I can get it out here, FansToys for giving you a hand accessory, that doesn't quite make sense, because like I said, in the cartoon he did have a hand. But this is where the issue is. This is not a piece that you can easily just swap out or attach. In order for this to swap this out, see that pinhole? This is crazy. You're gonna have to push a pin to get this out, just to remove the hand cannon, and then replace it with this and put the pin back in. So you're stuck with that. That's I don't know what to say. That's just, I don't know why they did that, but that's not really good. And I don't know who would want to do that, who would prefer for two hands as opposed to the cannon just for that one episode. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out because I did notice it recently. Yeah, and I just want to share this real quick. I actually did do a drawing of Trailbreaker before these Masterpiece came out. And I was doing a lot of drawings because of the Masterpiece that did not come out, that I was eagerly waiting for. So it's my drawing of Trailbreaker. And then there are the mini Masterpiece, which this one's by Magic Square, their first version. And I don't really call this so much Masterpiece because, just simply because, you know, this piece, whatever you call it, that force field thing, is in the center, replicating the original toy, when it should actually be more to his left side, kind of like that. So yeah, but it's still a nice figure. But I was really upset because Magic Square, they know what they're doing. So they released this X version. So if you can see, now they give you a better window paint job. It's a little more lighter blue than this one, and then more importantly, they give you a dark face mask, which is cartoon accurate, not this one. So I'm really kind of upset with that. And this one, I mean, he has to go. So this is the mini masterpiece, and then I'm not gonna go over this, but if you see my videos of my Magic Square New Age, you know why I started getting the FansToys, the KO version. And this is gonna be hard to put back on with one hand. Let me see if I can try, and I did. So this is the FansToys version, which is a KO of Magic Square. It's a little bit bigger, and there's a reason, you know, why that's kind of needed. But anyways, this is the FansToys version. You can't see it too well here because of the light, but this color is slightly like a dark bluish color. This is more black. It doesn't bother me all that much, but I just wanted to point it out. And I am gonna go over my Magic Square again because I just recently got the Magic Square Optimus Prime 2.0. So that's it. This is my collection of Trailbreaker over the years, and I think I'll end right here with oh, I didn't go over that. There is one more that's coming out, obviously, and that's going to be the Takara Tomy version, which I think is going to be the best out of all of them. Engineering, design, and closer to cartoon accurate. So, and I do have that on pre-order, so can't wait for that. So that's it. It's my collection of Trailbreaker.